The mission of the district is to provide education, technical assistance and recognition to current and future stewards of the land and natural resources conservation. The Soil and Water Conservation District was organized in 1947 and covers 1,438,000 acres, including most of Valencia County, plus parts of Bernalillo, Cibola, Sandoval, and Socorro counties. The Valencia Soil and Water Conservation District Board is a board of 7 positions. 5 are elected by the registered voters within the jurisdiction of the district, and 2 are appointed.
I work directly for the board, a 7-member board of volunteers who are our Valencia Soil and Water Conservation District Board of Supervisors, who basically establish the priorities for our district, and then my job is to achieve those priorities. I have a staff of 4 that work for me, and we are working on the priorities of the district. Whitfield Wildlife Conservation Area was a donation, and so that brought Whitfield into the state of New Mexico's public lands holdings, and it was provided to the Valencia Soil and Water Conservation District. And so here at Whitfield, it's a 97-acre plot of ground. We've had umpteen public workshops on various subjects, be it butterflies or tree identification or fire management. So we do a lot of that technical outreach here on the property. But we're also this very special place for the kids of the county to come.
So the tail of the cattail is actually where the seeds are in. My program is working mainly with youth in the Belen and Las Lunas schools. I work with all age students, and my #1 goal is to get students out in nature and connecting with their environment, bringing that back into the standards that the teachers are teaching, making environmental education the center of our learning. Oh, there it is, hold on. I go to the classrooms and we learn about plants and animals, and then they take that learning and they bring it here to Whitfield. And so depending on the grade level, we learn about different things, and each subject builds on another subject. So when the kids have been here for multiple grades, they remember their experience here, and then they learn something new. Anywhere from bird watching and tracking data with the changing seasons, and the plants and the animals, and even the dirt and the biodiversity that we have here at Whitfield. I also work with adults, and I am in charge of our Master Naturalist program here, which is a 3-month program that runs from March, April, and May.
This property that's called Whitfield now was formerly a dairy, and then the dairy went out of business, and the Whitfield Corporation purchased the property with the intention of developing it, doing a real estate development here. In the end, it didn't go through. They did decide to donate it to the Valencia Soil and Water Conservation District for use as a wildlife refuge. The development began on Whitfield. The infrastructure was put in place first, the ponds, the roads. It was fenced, and over the next 10 years, we planted over 8,000 trees and shrubs here at Whitfield, all native to the adjacent bosque. We opened the Visitor Center and Whitfield to the public in December of 2009. Whitfield provides a number of services to the community. First, it's a place where people can go and be out in nature. They can go for a hike, they can go for a walk. We don't allow dogs, bicycles, horses, vehicles, so it's a very peaceful place to go walking. Plus, then there's the added benefit that you can see wildlife. Whitfield also, as a wetlands, it helps filter water. We do well monitoring here and other kinds of monitoring, so there are studies that are useful both locally, state, even nationally perhaps, on water quality and quantity. Whitfield provides tourism to the local area, to the local communities. We have people who come from all over the world to go birding in particular here. People know about us elsewhere, they come here, they spend their money here, not necessarily at Whitfield, but they eat in local restaurants, they buy gas here, they shop here, so they're spending their tourism dollars here as well. So For Valencia County, I'd say we're one of the premier tourist destinations as well.
Our resources are pretty minimal, but we can be a bridge to other resources. We have this great Friends of Whitfield volunteer group, and they support us.
The mission of the Whitfield Friends is to support habitat restoration, environmental science, education, and conservation.
Guys, we gotta find a feather and a lizard.
One of our major initiatives is to support education here in terms of the program manager for education. She sets the agenda for education here, and in turn we support the types of initiatives that she puts forth. She's been very involved in supporting environmental science activities in the classroom.
We work with the counties, the cities, big federal agencies, state agencies, always trying to, again, build that bridge. That's how the East Valencia Urban Gardens program happened.
The East Valencia Urban Gardens program and the community gardens on the East Mesa. It's a partnership with the Valencia Soil and Water Conservation District, with Valencia County, with Youth Development Incorporated, with NMSU Extension Cooperative Agency, with VCAN, Valencia Community Action Network, and community members. The purpose of the gardens here were started as a pilot program for the East Mesa community to bring greater access to healthy foods to the East Mesa, and also to learn how to conserve soil and water resources when growing food on the East Mesa. The other purposes of the garden are to build economic opportunities in the East Mesa area, and also to build youth opportunities on the Mesa.
We are very appreciative of the support that we get from the public by way of the mill levy, which provides revenue and allows us to fulfill our operation and administrative duties, allows us to provide financial and technical assistance to farmers, particularly those who are on small acreages, less than 10 acres, and we're proud of that.
We're Kirsten and Nathan Cuevas from Sublime Pastures, and we are from Valencia County. Valencia Soil and Water Conservation District helped in my education as a first-time farmer. They got me the connections that I needed. They introduced me to people here. The workshop, especially as a first-time farmer, you can only learn so much out of books and stuff, but talking to people that have been here, that have done this before.
Right out the gate, we had a different perspective than the average person. And, we didn't know any of the old traditions and old ways of doing anything. I mean, everything we're trying to do here is to regenerate the soil and keep the carbon in the soil, which helps the environment. You don't have to worry about the bugs or the weeds as much. Going the natural deworming route, their manure is more beneficial to the insect population. We've got dung beetles in all the cow patties, spreading the manure around, pulling it back into the soil. All of it helps.
We produce grass-fed beef on a small level, grass-fed pasture-raised pork, which is a heritage breed, the Coonies. And then we do meat birds and egg layers. The district really helped me. They didn't pay for everything, but without the Valencia Soil and Water Conservation District, I would not be this far ahead.
The soil and water are the fundamental building blocks for all life. And we have to keep an eye on what's happening with our soil, our water quantity, our water quality. The water that we are blessed with needs to be taken care of, needs to be used wisely. And so as a Board of Supervisors, we are another advocate for the protection and the management of soil and water.